Hello, hello, hello. Is that clear? Is that clear? Hello, hello, hello. Is that clear now? Is that clear now? Thank you. Back to action again. Back to action again. For the next player. The next player is Mr. Assis. The next player is Mr. Assis. I mean Fakwa. For him, I am asking for 1,000, the opening bid. The opening bid is 1,000 for Mr. Assis. Mr. Assis. It's already too late. Kindly take only 30 seconds for bidding. Kindly take only 30 seconds for bidding. For Mr. Assis, 1,000. I am asking for 1,000. 1,000 I got the bidding from Super Giant. Super Giant, the first bidder. I want 1.5 from Mr. Assis. 1.5 I'm asking for Mr. Assis. For Mr. Assis, I'm asking for 1.5. Is that the last bid? Is that the last bid? 1,000, 1,001, 1.5. Back to believers, 1.5. I'm asking for 2,000. Thank you, Supergiant, 2,000. For 2,000. Mr. Assis, 2,000. I'm asking for 2.5. I'm asking for 2.5. Take at least 30 seconds. 2001. The last bid by Supergiant. 2001. 2002. 2.5. 3,000 from Fighter side. 3,000. 3,000 the last bid by Fighter side. 3.5. Back to believers 3.5. 3.5 the last bid. For Mr. Assis, I'm asking for 4,000. For Mr. Assis, I'm asking for 4,000. 4,000. That's all I want for Mr. Assis. 3.5 the last bid by believers. 3.51. 4,000 back to Supergiant. 4.5 from Fighter side. 4.5 the last bid by Fighter side. 4 is 5,000 back to Supergiant. 5,000 the last bid by Supergiant. 5,001. 5,002. 5.5 from Fighter side. It's 6,000 straight back to believers. 6,000 the last bid by believers. 6,000. 6,000 by believers. 6,001. 6.5 back to Supergiant. The rating is sent to be over 6.5 the last bid by Supergiant. The last bid 6.5 thousand for Mr. Assis by Supergiant. 6.51. 6.5 thousand. The last bid by Supergiant. 6.5 thousand one. 6.52. 6.53, and the player is sold. Congratulations, Supergiant. 6.5 thousand for Mr. Assis.
Sorry.
8.5, 9,000, 9.5, 10,000, 10.5, 11,000, 11.5, 12,000, 12,500, 13.5, 14,000, 14.5, 15,000, 15.5, 16,000 back to supercharge, 16.5 from average, 17,000 supercharge, 17.5 from average, 18,000 from supercharge, 18.5 from average, 19,000 from supercharge, 20,000 back from average, 25,000 back to supercharge, 20.5 to supercharge, 20.5 to supercharge. Is that the last bit? 20.5, 20.5 for Mr. Rajendra. 21,000 back to average, 21.5 step back to supercharge. Thank you. Thank you. 22 back to average, 22,000 back to average, 22.5 step back to supercharge. Step back to supercharge. 23,000 back to average, 23.5 to supercharge. 23.5 back to supercharge. Is that the last bit? Is that the last bit? Take your time. 23.5. 23.5, the last bit by supercharge for Mr. Rajendra. For Mr. Rajendra, I am asking for 24,000. Reading is over by Mavericks. The last bid was 23.5 for Mr. Rajendra. 23.51, 23.52, 24,000. The new bid of Fighter side is 24,000 back to Fighter side. 24,000 back to Fighter side. 24,000 straight back to Fighter side. 24.5 super chance. 24.5 by super chance. Are you interested? Are you interested? The price, Mr. Rajendra, and the last bid is 24.5 by super chance. I am going to sell you. I give you a fair warning. 24.5, 24.51, 24. Thank you for that side. 25,000. 25,000, Mr. Rajendra. Straight back to fight track side. Straight back to fight track side is 25,000. So, okay, take your time, but at least 30 seconds. At least 30 seconds. $25,000, the last bid by Patrick Star. 25, 25, 25,001, 25,002. Okay, take your time, but at least 30 seconds. At least 30 seconds. $25.5 straight back to Superjam. Thank you. For Mr. Rajendra, I am asking for 26,000. 25.5 thousand, the last bid by Superjam. Anyone interested? Anyone? Anyone wants to join? Thank you. It's 26,000. Back to my side for Mr. Rajendra. For Mr. Rajendra, back to Fight right side. For him, I'm asking for 6.5. This is the last play by right side. For Mr. Rajendra is 26,000. 26,000. 6.1. 26. So this is the last bid by right side. 26,000. The last bid by right side. I'm going to sell Mr. Rajendra 26,001. 26,002, and the player is sold. The next player is Avinas. I remember, if Avinas is a class 11, outside winger keeper. He is the class 11, Mr. Avinas. For him, I'm asking for Mr. Avinas, I'm asking for 1,000. 1,000 is no thing there. 1,000 for Mr. Avinas, 1,000 he was selling. Thanks to Mavericks, thank you, Mavericks. 1.5 back to Super Giant, 2,000, 2.5, 3,000, 3.5, 4,000, 4.5, 5,000, 5.5, 6,000, 6.5, 7,000, 7.5, 8,000, 8.5, 9,000, 9.5, 10,000, 10.5, 11,000, 11.5, 12,000, 12.5, 13,000, 13.5, 13.5. That's the last bid by Super Giant. 13.5, the last bid by Super Giant. 13.5. 13.5, the last bid by Super Giant. Anyone interested? Mr. Avinas. Back to Mavericks, 14,000, 14.5 by Super Giant. I request you to take at least 30 seconds. 15,000 back to Mavericks, 15.5, 1 second, Mr. Super Giant. Thank you. 15.5, 15.5. For Mr. Avinas, Super Giant. 15.51. 15.52 is that the last bid. Is that the last bid? 60,000, 60,000 by Mavericks, 60,000 back to Mavericks, 60,000 the last bid by Mavericks, 60,000 the last bid by Mavericks, 60.5, 1 second, Super Giant, 60.5. 60.5. I'm interested, Mr. Mavericks. For Mavericks, I'm interested. 60.5, the last bid by Super Giant. Six point five one, 16.52, Pink Mavericks 16.53, and the player is sold. For Mr. Avinas is going to Super Giant of 16.5. I request Mr. Devasis kindly join to us. Mr. Devasis kindly join to us. Put your hand in the box. Thank you. Take your seat. The next player is Raza. He's a overseas player. He is a overseas player from Arada. For Raja, I'm asking for 1,000. $1,000 starting bid for Mavericks. 1,000. 1,000. 1.5 back to Super Jam. 2,000 back to Mavericks. 2.5 back to Super Jam. 3,000 to Mavericks. 3.5 back to Super Jam. 4,000 to Mavericks. 4.5 to Super Jam. 5,000 to Mavericks. 5.5 back to Super Jam. 6,000 for Mavericks, 6.5, 7,000, 7.5, 8,000, 8.5, 9,000, 9.5, 10,000, 10.5, 11,000, 11.5, 12,000, 12.5, 13,000, 13.5, 14,000, 14.5, 15,000, 15.5, 16,000, 16.5, 17,000, 17.5, 80,000, 80.5, 19,000, 19.5, 20,000, 20.5, 20.5, the last bid from Super Giant for Mr. Raja. 20.5, 20.5. Thank you. It's 21,000. 21.5 from Super Giant. 22,000. 22, the last bid, Mavericks. 22, the last bid. 22, the last bid by Mavericks. I'm going to sell Mr. Raza to Mavericks. Only 30 seconds remaining. 22,001. 22,002. Thank you. It's 22.5. Back to Super Giant. 22.5. 22.5. Back to Super Giant. 22.5. Back to Super Giant. 22.5. The last bid by Super Giant. 23,000. Back to Mavericks. Welcome back. It's 22. Sorry, it's 23,000 for Mavericks. 23,000 for Raja. 23.5. Super Giant. Okay, 3.5, the last bid by Super Giant. 23.5, the last bid by Super Giant. Thank you. 24,000 by Mavericks. 24,000. Mr. Raja, back to Mavericks. 24,000 for Mr. Raja, back to Mavericks. Mr. Raja, I'm going to sell Mr. Raja to Mavericks. It's 24,000. 24,001. 24,002. 15 seconds remaining. I'm going to sell Mr. Raja to Mavericks. 10 seconds remaining. For Mr. Raja, I'm going to sell Mr. Raja to Mavericks. Anyone interested? 24,000. Is that the last bid? And the player is sold to Mavericks. Mr. Raja is 25,000. Sold. 24,000 for Mr. Raja. Sold to Mavericks. 24,000. The next player is Mr. Biswajit. Mr. Biswajit, I'm in between. He is known for his class in Mr. Between. For him, kindly maintain silence. Kindly maintain silence. Kindly maintain discipline. Please, I request you. Mr. Biswajit, for him, I'm asking for 1,000. 1,000 the official rate for Mr. Biswajit. I'm in between. He is a fast bowler. Mr. Biswajit, 1,000. I want my selfie. For Mr. Biswajit. 1.5. 1.5 from believers. 1.5. 1.5 after supercharge. 2,000. 2,000. 2.5. 3,000. 3,000. The last bid by supercharge. 3,000 is the last bid by supercharge. 3,000 is the last bid by supercharge. 3,000 for Mr. Biswajit. 3,000 for Mr. Biswajit. 3.5. Back to believers. 3.5. Back to believers. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time. Kindly take only 30 seconds for bidding. 3.1.
3.5. बैटरी चेंज हो रहा है Believers, 1,000 back to super jump, 1,000 back to super jump, 1,001. The last place by super jump. There is a mistake, but it's okay. 5.5 back to believers, 4.5 back to believers, 5,000 back to super jump, 5,000. The last bid after super jump. 5,000, the last bid by super jump. 5,001, 5,002, 5.5 by Mavericks. 5.5 by Mavericks is 6,000 by super jump. 6.5 by Mavericks. 6.5, last bid by Mavericks. $6.5, 7,000 to super jump, 7,000 to super jump, 7.5, 8,000, 8.5, 8.5, Snap the last wave. And Mavericks, 8,000. 8.5. Mr. Biswajit. 8.5. Mr. Biswajit. Mavericks. 8.51. 8.52. 9,000. 9.5. Gap to Mavericks. Entry pattern size 10,000. Gap to pattern size 10,000. 10,000. From pattern side. 10,000. From pattern side. From Mr. Biswajit, I'm asking for 10.5. 10,001. Okay. Down to Mavericks is 10.5. 10,500. Back to Mavericks. Back to Mavericks, which is 10.5. 10.5. Back to Mavericks. 8.51. There is Mavericks. 10.52. Is established. 10.5. Mr. Biswajit. And the player is sold. Player is sold to Mavericks. 10.5. Here is the last player from the diamond set based on contact. Based on contact. Based on contact. For him, I'm asking for 1,000. Based on contact, for him, I'm asking for 1,000. After this player, I will track, and you will track 10 minute break. Then we start from both way. And sprints kindly and discipline. For Mr. Panda, I'm asking for 1,000. For Mr. Panda, I'm asking for 1,000. I'm asking for 1,000. 1,000 from Mavericks. 1,000 from Mavericks. Anyone interested? At least 15 from this segment. It's already too late. 1,000 is there to last week for this contact. Is the highest rocket of any EPL 1. 2,000 gap to super jam. Sorry, 1.5 gap to super jam. 2,000 Mavericks, 2.5 from super jam. 3,000 gap to Mavericks, 3.5, 4,000, 4.5, 5,000, 5.5, 6,000, 6.5, 7,000, 7.5, 8,000, 8.5. 8.5, 9,000 gap to Marcus, 9.5, Superjan, 10,000 to Marcus, 10.5 gap to Superjan, 10.5 gap to Superjan. Commission Panda. This is also a reminder that Mr. Panda is the highest competitor in Eagle Season 1. Mr. Panda, then on 5,000, I'm going to sell Mr. Panda to Superjan. Thank you, really much. 11,000. 11,000 is the new bid. 12,000 gap to Superjan. 12,000 gap to Superjan. 11.5. Varies with Superjan. 11.5. 12,000. 12.5. 12.5. The varies with Superjan. Mr. Panda. 13,000. 13,000. Captain Believers. 13,000 for Mr. Panda. The varies with Believers. 13.5, there is Superjan, 13.5. Is that the last bid from Mr. Panda? It's 13.5, 13.5, 13.5, 13.5. There is good Superjan. Thank you. It's 14,000. That's the believers. 14,000. Thank you, Superjan. It's 14.5, 14.5, 14.5. Back to Superjan. 14.5. Back to Superjan. Anyone interested? Anyone interested in this process? $14.5. I'm going to sell Mr. Panda to Superjan. 14.51. 50,000. The new bid of 5,000. 50,000. The value to 5,000. 50,001. 15.5. Back to Superjan. 15.5. There is with Superjan. It's the last pair in the final set. 15.51, 15.52, and 16,000. Back to 5,000. 16,001, 16.5. Back to Superjan. 16.5. Back to Superjan. Correspondent, I'm asking for 17,000. For Mr. Panda, I'm asking for only 17,000. 60.5. Is that the last bid? Is that the last bid? 60.51. 16.52.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
60.5. Back to Superjan. 60.5. 60.51. The value to Superjan. I'm going to sell Mr. Panda to Superjan. Mr. Panda. 16.51. 16.52. Mr. Panda. I'm going to sell Mr. Panda Gladys with $5 extra.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Welcome to target music. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
$17.5, $17.5, that was super jump. I'm going to sell Mr. Honda for super jump. 17.51, 17.52, 80,000 back jump from my left side. 80,000 jump from my left side. Process is now quicker. And you have only 10 seconds to complete. Next super jump. 18.5. Mr. Honda. 18.5, jump to super jump. 18.51. 18.51. Okay, 90,000 back to right side. 90,000. Gladys with right side. 19.5. Back to super jump. 19.5. Mr. Honda. He is with super jump. 19.5 is last 19.51, 19.52, 20,000. From 5 minutes. 2001. The player is with 5 minutes side. The player is with 5 minutes side. 1.5. 1.5. The player is with super jam. Mr. Honda. Or Mr. Honda. The player is with super jam. 1.5. Varies with super jam. 20.51, 20.52, and 2000. Are you interested in super jam? $21,000 varies with 5 drugs. 21,000 varies with 5 drugs. 21.1, 1.5, 21.5 varies with super jam. 41.5 from super jam. 21.51, 21.52, 22,000. After 5 next side once again. Take your time. Kindly maintain discipline. Kindly maintain discipline. It's not theater, it's just threat. just remind you, it's not immediate. Only 2000. Yeah, it will find extra. Example last year. Only 2000, 2001, 2002. The player is in the right side. Only 2000. The story 2000. I am looking for 22.5. I want to Honda for 22.5. I 22,000. Yeah, it will be quite good stuff. It's already too late. I'm going to sell Mr. Honda quite good stuff. 22,001, 22,002, and I'm going to sell, thank you, Super Giant 22.5. On Mr. Honda, the last bid by Super Giant is 22,000. Quite one. 22.51, 22.52. I'm going to sell Mr. Honda. It's already too late. I want this Honda for 23,000. The last bid was 22.5. For him, I'm asking for 23,000. For him, and fight inside. The player is to fight inside for 23,000. Are you sure? Super Giant. Make this process quicker. We do not have sufficient time. Last bid from Patrick side is 23,000. And when we sell this Honda, 23,001, 23,002, and the bidding is over, the player is sold. It brings that for 10 minutes. It brings that for 15 minutes. 15 minutes.
भाई मैंने 10 मिनट वेट करंतु पुणे सेशन चालू हबो।
ରେଡ୍ ଆଉ ବ୍ଲୁ ଦେଖଉଛି।
କୋଉଠି ଜାଗା ଖୋଲିଆ ଭାଇ ଦୋକାନ ଖୋଲୁନ ଖରା ପଳେଇଲେ କଣ କୋଉଠି ଅଛି ଇଏ ପଳେଇଲେ ଖରା ପଳେଇଲେ बचेला दूरी बोलर पाहिजे ना बोलर पाहिला बोलर म्हणजे पाहिले ना बोलर पाहिला एकदम पिला डायमंड गोल्ड डायमंड सब प्लाटिनम गला सिल्वर सब 2300 गोल्ड 1900 11 19 केते 40 30 30 से 23 वीडियो तो ले जा तो जगह वीडियो से कौन करछु कोन एआई ये देखो ना देखो सुनले कौन स्टार्ट करियो पूरा जुमा कर पूरा जुमा कर भाई स्टार्ट
Hello, kindly maintain discipline. The auction is now start. We are going to start the auction.
खोल दियो नहीं है भाई
The auction is now start. Kindly maintain discipline. The next set is gold set. The next player from gold set is Mr. Pralay. For Pralay, I am asking for 1000. For Mr. Pralay, I am asking for 500. In this process, I give a fair warning that 15 seconds is more than enough time. After 15 seconds, I am going to sell. Kindly maintain discipline. Kindly maintain discipline. Kindly maintain discipline. I request. Kindly maintain discipline. The next player is Mr. Pralay, for whom I am asking for 500. 1000, the initial bid. Sorry, is 500, the initial bid from Mavericks. 500. 501, 502, 1000 gap to Super Giant, 1001, 1002, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5 with Mavericks, 1.51, 1.52, 2000 straight back to Super Giant, 2001, 2002, 2.5 with Mavericks, 2.51, 2.52. I'm going to sell Mr. Pralay to Mavericks. Is 2.5 thousand. The player is sold. ଦୟାକରି ରିକ୍ୱେଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛି ସେ କ୍ୟାମେରା ପାଖରେ ଟିକେ ପାଟି କରନ୍ତୁ ଲାଇଭରେ ସବୁ ଶୁଭୁଛି ଦୟାକରି The next player from goal set, Mr. Bagua. Mr. Bagua, for whom I'm asking for 500. 500, 500. I'm asking for 500. Is that the player is going to unsold? For Bagua, I'm asking for 500. I count 3. If no one is bidding, thank you, Mavericks. Mr. Bagua, with Mavericks, 500. 501, 1000, shut gap to fight leg side, shut gap to fight leg side, 1000, 1001, 1002, and the player is sold to fight leg side. Join us, Mr. Shrikant. The next player is Raka. The next player is Raka, for whom I'm asking for 500. For whom I'm asking for 500. I'll count 3. If no one ready, is the player is unsold. For Mr. Raka, 500. 1, 2, thank you, Mr. Believers. The player is with Believers. 501, 502, 502. We do not have enough time. We don't have enough time. And the player is sold to Believers, Mr. Raka, for 500 only.
Believers.
Next player in your set is Babuna. I mean Chris Gale. Chris Gale, for whom I'm asking for 500. For whom I'm asking for 500. I have my selfie for Mavericks. Thank you. It's 500 with Mavericks. 501, 502, 1000, 1.5 step back to Mavericks. 1.51, 2000, 2.5, 2.5, the player is with Mavericks. 2.5, the player is with Mavericks. Thank you, believers. 3,000, 3.5, the player is with Mavericks. 3.5, is that the last bid? Is that the last bid? Thank you, it's 4,000, 4.5, the player is straight back to Mavericks. The player is straight back to Mavericks. Thank you, believers. The player is with believers. For 5,000. 5.5. Thank you, Mavericks. 5.5. 6,000. The player is with believers. 6,000. Is that the last bid? 6.5. Mavericks. Kindly mental discipline. Kindly mental discipline. 6.5. The player is with Mavericks. Am I correct? Am I correct? 6.5. The player is with Mavericks. 6.51. 6.52. Thank you. It's 7,000 from believers. Now the bidding is over for Mavericks. 7,000. Is that the last bid? 7,001. 7,002. And the player is. I do catch Mr. Tannoy. I do catch Mr. Tannoy. Kindly join to us. Mr. Tannoy, kindly join to us. The next player is Kanha. He is from Siha. Next player, Mr. Asutosh, I mean Kanha, for whom I'm asking for 500. For whom I'm asking for 500. I got my initial pay from Supergiant. Siha Kanha, Mr. Asutosh, 1,000 from Mavericks. 1.5 to Supergiant. 2,000 back to Mavericks, 2.5 to Supergiant, 3,000 back to Mavericks, 3.5 back to Supergiant, 3.5, 4,000 back to Mavericks, 4.5 back to Supergiant, 5,000 back to Mavericks, 5,000 back to Mavericks. Is that the last bid? 5,001. 5,002. The player is with Mavericks. And the player is said to be the next player in our set, Mr. Zivan. Mr. Zivan is the first bowler for whom I'm asking for only 500. For whom I'm asking for 500. The player is with now Supergiant. 500, the initial bid by Supergiant. 500. It's 500. 501. 1,000 with believers. 1.5 with Supergiant. 2,000. 2.5. 3,000. 3.5. 4,000. 4.5. 5,000. 5.5. 6,000. 6.5. The last bid by Supergiant. 6.5. 6.5 for Mr. Zibon. Thank you. 7,000. 7.5. 8,000. 8.5. 9,000. 9.5. 10,000. The player is with believers. 10,000. 10.5. 10.5. The player is with Supergiant. Thank you. 11,000. 11,000. 11,000 by believers. 11,001. 11.5. Straight back to Supergiant. 11.5. 12,000. Thank you. Thank you, believers. It's 12,000. 12.5. Straight back to super giant. 12.5. The player is with super giant. Thank you. It's 13,000 for Mr. Zero. 13.5. Straight back to super giant. 13.5. Straight back to super giant. 13.51. 13.52 and it's 14,000. 14.5 from Supergiant. Would not have enough fun. It's 14.5 for Ziban. Thank you. Is 15,000 for Mr. Ziban. 15,000. The player is with believers. The player is with believers. It's 15.5. 15.5. The last bid by Supergiant. 15.5. The player is with Supergiant. Thank you. It's 16,000. That's what I am looking for. It's now with Supergiant. It's 16.5 with Supergiant. 16.5. The player is with Supergiant. 16.5. 16.5. The player is with Supergiant. Thank you. Is 17,000. 17,000 for Mr. Zibon. For Mr. Zibon, last bid by believer. 17,001. 17.5. 17.5 for Mr. Zibon. 17.5 for whom I am asking for only 18,000. Thank you for maintaining discipline. Thank you for maintaining discipline. Now, the player is with believers and the bidding amount is 18,000. Thank you, Mr. Swain. The player is with believers 18,000. The player, oh my goodness, that is 18.5 by Supergiant. 18.5, the player is with Supergiant. 18.5. That's the craze of a fast bowler, Mr. Sivan. 18.5, the player is with Supergiant. Oh my god, it's 19,000 straight back to believers. 19,000. 19.5, Supergiant. 19.5, the player is with Supergiant. 19.51, 19.52, and the player is sold. Please, Mr. Thunderlord. I would like to thank you, all of you, for maintaining discipline. The next player in our set is Kuber. Kuber. For Kuber, I am asking for 500 and I got it. Supergiant, 500, shut back to Mavericks, 1,000, 1.5 to Supergiant, 2,000 back to Mavericks, 2,000 for Mr. Kuber and back to Mavericks. Please make the procedure quicker. Please. 2,000 the player is with Mavericks. 2001. 2002. The player is sold. Please, Mr. Otto. Please, Mr. Otto. The player is none other than myself, Mr. Sunil. Mr. Sunil, I am looking for Mr. Sunil is 500 only. For Mr. Sunil, 500. Thank you, believers, for 500. 500. 1,000 from Supergiant. 1.5, 2,000 back to super giant, 3,000, 3.5, 3.5, the player is with super giant, 3.5, the player is with super giant, 3.5, 4,000 back to believers, 4,000 back to believers. Is that the last bid? Is that the last bid? 4,001 with believers, 4,001, 4,002, and the player is sold. I would like to call Mr. Arup. The next player is Raku. The next player is Raku, for whom I'm asking for 500. Please make the procedure quicker. 500, I got my initial bid, Mr. Thank you, Mavericks. 500, 500, 500, 1,000 from Supergiant, 1.5 straight back to Mavericks, 2,000, 2.5, 3,000, 3.5, 4,000, 4.5, 5,000, 5.5, 6,000, 6.5, 7,000. Mr. Raku is with Supergiant for 7,000. 7,001, 7,002, and the player is sold. Once again, Mr. Aru. Next player is Chandan, I'm in Mangoli. Next player is Chandan, I'm in Mangoli. He is a fast bowler, for whom I'm asking for 500 only. Please make the procedure quicker and maintain discipline. 500, 500, 1,000 from believers, 1,001, 1.5 Supergiant, 1.5 the player is with Supergiant, 1.5, 2,000 from believers, 2,000 from believers, 2,000 from believers. Thank you. 2.5 with Supergiant, 3,000 back to believers, 3.5 back to Supergiant, 4,000 back to believers, 4,001. I'm very sorry, we do not have enough time. 4,000 the player is with believers, 4,001, 4,002, and the player is sold. Mr. Rodo. The next player is from Kanipada, is Tony. He is Tony, wicketkeeper batsman. Mr. Tony, for whom I'm asking for only 500. 500. Tony, wicketkeeper batsman. For whom I'm asking for 500. I'll count 3. If no one bid, the player is to go on shore. I got my initial bid for Tony 500 with 5 red side. 501, 1,000 back to believers. 1000 back to believers. 1000 straight back to believers. 1000 straight back to believers. Mr. Tony, for 1000, 1001, 1.5 with fighter side, 1.51, 1.52, 2000 with believers, 2000, 2001, with believers, 2002. Are you interested? Are you interested? And I'm going to sell Mr. Tony for 2000 to believers. The player is sold. Mr. Sigurd, please join to us. The next player in our set, Mr. Kanha. At least you have to buy 15 players. You have already 2 players and you need 13 players more. Okay. The next player is Kanha. He is a class alum. Mr. Kanha. For whom I am asking for 500. I do not have enough time. Within 15 seconds, raise your bar. 500. 500. That's all I would need. 500. Thank you, Fighter Side. 1000. Start back to Mavericks. Make this procedure quicker. It's a long time. Thank you. 1.5 with believers. 2000 back to Mavericks. 2.5. 3000. 3.5. 4000. 4.5. 5000. 5.5. 6000. 6.5. 7000. 7.5. 8000. 8.5. 9000. 10. Sorry, 9.5. 9.5 with believers. 9.5 Mr. Kanha with believers. 9.51, 9.52, and we got a fee 10,000. 10,000 for Mr. Kanha to Mavericks. 10,001. Thank you. 10.5, 10.51, 10.52. It's already your last bid. 10.5 and the player is sold. The next player is Mr. Pago. He is a genuine match winner. Mr. Pago, known for his celebration. Next player is Pago, he is a genuine match winner. Mr. Pago, for whom I am asking for 500. 500 back to Super Jam. Make the procedure quicker. 501. Back to Fighter Side 1000, 1.5. Thank you. 2000. 2001. 2.5. 3000. 3000 with Fighter Side. 3.5 Super Jam. 4000 Fighter Side. 4000. 4001. 4002. 4.5 and 5000. Are you sure? 5000? Yes. 5000 with believers. 5000 with believers. 5001. 5002. The player is Mr. Pagu 5000 with believers. 5000. The player is Mr. Pagu with believers. 5000. 5001. 5002. Anyone interested? Anyone interested? The player is sold. The next player in our set, Mr. Srikant. The next player in our set, Mr. Srikant. For Mr. Srikant, I am asking for 500.
Line khossi.
500. It is Albert Superjan. 500. 1000. 1.5. 2000. 2.5. 3000. 3.5. 4000. 4.5. 5000. The player is with Mavericks. 5000. 5.5 Supergiant. 6000 back to Mavericks. 7000 with Supergiant. 7000 with Supergiant. 7.5 with Mavericks. 8000 with Supergiant. 8.5 with Mavericks. 9000 from Supergiant. 9000 with Supergiant. 9000 with Supergiant. 9001. Thank you. 9.5 with Mavericks. 10,000 from Supergiant. 10,000. That's all I need. Anyone interested? Looks like no one interested. 10,000. Is that the last bid? Is that the last bid? 10,001. 10,002. And the player is sold. The next player is simple. Mr. Simple. Simple. Mr. Simple. For whom I am asking for 500. Take the procedure quicker. Jibang. Mr. Simple, 500. 500. That's all I need. I'm asking 500. Thank you, Patrick Shai. 501. 502. 1000 with Supergiant. 1001. 1002. 1.5 with Patrick Shai. 1.51. 1.52. And the player is sold. Next player in our list, Kalingamaji. Next player in our list, Kalingamaji. Kalingamaji. Mr. Maji. Thank you, Super Mavericks. Thank you, Super Mavericks. 500, 501, 502, and the player is sold. player is Guru. Guru. Next player is Guru. For Guru, I am asking for 500. Make the procedure quicker. Do not have any time. Thank you. 500. The initial bid. 500. 501. Guru. 502. Thank you. 1000 with super jump. 1000 with super jump. 1000 with super jump. 1001. 1002. 1.5. 1.5 with fighter XI. 1.51. 1.52. And the player is sold. Next player in our list, Mr. Null. Mr. Null, for whom I am asking for 500. 500, that's all I need. 500. Null. I count 1, 2, 1, 3. If no one raises the bid, the player is said to go unsold. Is it okay? 1, 2. Thank you. 500. 501. 502. And sold. Next player in our list, Mr. Pragati. He is the overseas class player. Mr. Pragati. For Mr. Pragati, I got initial bid from Alex 500. Pragati 500. 1000 back to Super Giant. 1.5 Mavericks. 2000 Super Giant. 2.5 Mavericks. 2.5 Mavericks. 3000 back to Super Giant. .5 the last bid, Super Mavericks. Player is Pragati. Pragati is sold to. Are you interested? Are you? Hey, hello. Are you interested? Anyone? The player is sold. Last player is Mr. Babuna. Fast bowler Babuna. Fast bowler Babuna. 500. Initial bid from Super Giant, Mr. Babuna. Super Giant 500. 1000 step back to fighter XI. 1001. 1002. And the player is sold. Next player in our list, Mr. Suna. Mr. Suna, for whom I am asking for only 500. He is the last player in the gold set. In the gold set, he is the last player. He is the last player. For whom I am asking for 500. I count 1, 2, 1, 3. No one raises the bid. The player is a fast unsold player. 500 for Mr. Suna. 500. 501. 2. And the player is unsold for now. In this set, we have silver player, for whom the base rise is 250 and you can raise 250 at a time. And in 250, 500, 750, 1000 like this. Are you clear? The next player in our set is Mr. Pikul. from Kanikoda, Mr. Pekul, for whom I am asking for 250. 250. 250. 251. 252. 250 with super giant. It looks like no one interested. That's why I am directly sold Mr. Pekul to super giant. Next player is Siva. Siva is the first player from Gandapur to join EPL. Siva. For whom I am asking for 250. Thank you. Marliks for opening with 250. 251. 252. And the player is sold. The next player is upset Mr. Guru. Guru is from medical. Guru, for whom I am asking for 250. Thank you. Marliks 250. 250 with Mavericks. 251, 252, and the player is sold. Very sorry for this. 250. Guru. Sorry. It's okay. The player is sold to Mavericks. Next player is Pekul. Pekul, for whom I'm asking for 250. Pekul. 250. 251. 252. The player is also. The next player is Chintu. Chintu. Okay, you look handsome, Mr. Chintu. For Chintu, I'm asking for 250. Chintu, 250. 250. Anyone? I'll count three. No one raised the play. The player is said to be on shore for some while. And the player is Pekul. Sorry, Chintu. 1, 2, and the player is on shore. Next player is Sonu. He is from Manikunda. Sonu. Oh, sorry, the player is from. That's right, Mr. Sonu. For Sonu, I am asking for 250. 250. That's what I need. 250, 251, 252. Thank you. 1000. Back to my website. Sorry, 500, 500, 750. Back to Super Jam. 750, 750. Back to Super Jam. 751, 752. Are you interested? Quite excited. Waiting is over. The player is sold to Super Jam for 750. The next player in our list, Mr. Aiskan. Mr. Aiskan. Aiskan. 250. To Mavericks, Mr. Aiskan. Mohanty. 251. 252. The player is sold. Another player from Kanipada, he is Bapi. He is Bapi. For Bapi, I am asking for 250. 250. Dash all I made. 250. Bapi. Kanipada. Do not make noise. Do not make noise. Papi, count kari bata. 250. 250. The player is on shore. Next player is the lefty fast bowler, Kunal. Kunal. For Kunal, 250. Initial bid from Super Mavericks, 250. For whom I'm asking for 500 only. 250, I got 250 for Mavericks, 500, thank you, Super Giant. 750 with Mavericks, 1000 Super Giant. 1.250 with Mavericks. 1.5, 1.750 with Mavericks. 2000 with Super Giant. 2000 with Super Giant. Just a minute. For Mr. Kunal, 2000 is the last bid. 2.250. 2.5 for Kunal. 2.750. 2.750 with Mavericks. With Mavericks, 2.750. 3000 with Supergiant. 3.250 with Mavericks. Anyone interested? 3.250 for Mr. Krunal. The player is sold to Mavericks. The next player is Bunty. 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 For Bunty, I am asking for 250. Mr. Bunty, I am asking for 250. I am asking for 250. 1, 2, and the player is next on short player. The next player is Mono. Koti. Mono. Mono, next player 250. That's all I need. 250. Don't make noise. 250. Super jump. 250. Sorry, you can't wait. This is the fast beat by super jump. 250 is the last beat. Thank you. 500 with fight right side. 500 with fight right side. 501. 502. And the player is sold. Next player is Rajiv. For whom I'm asking for? Rajiv. Rajiv. Rajiv, I'm asking for 250. 250. For Rajiv, I'm asking for 250. 251. Once I count 3, the player is said to be on shore for a while. 251. 252. Unsold. Next player is Kalia. For Kalia, I'm asking for 250. 250, I got the first bit from Millivers. 500 from Supergiant. 500 from Supergiant. Is that the last bit? 500. 501. 502. 750 with 5 x side. 750 with 5 x side. 751. 752. The player is okay. 1000 back to super giant. 1001. The player is with super giant for 1000. 1000 is the last bid by super giant. 1001. 1002. Sold. Next player is Rahul. Next player is Rahul. Next player is Rahul. For whom I am asking for 250. Thank you, 250. Believers. Thank you. Rahul. With believers. 500. Start back to Mavericks. 500. Start back to Mavericks. 501. 502. Sold. Congratulations. Next player is Haria. If you don't know him, right into a back, he is Haria. You just look at behind and Haria. For Haria, Mr. John Prasad, I got initial bid 250. 250, that's all I got from now. With believers 251, 252. Now Haria is with believers. Next player is Lubun. Next player is Lubun. We do not have enough time. 250 super giant with super giant, 250 super giant, 250 with super giant. Lubun. 250 with super giant, 250 with super giant. 250 with super giant. 251, 252. Sold.
Super thanks.
Next player is Kittur. He is from Manikunda. Kittur. Kittur. Next player is Kittur, for whom I am asking for 250. For whom I am asking for 250. 250. 1, 2, and unsold. Next player is Subham. Subham. It clearly look like the player is said to be unsold. Thank you. Next player on list, Mr. Bubble. Mr. Bubble. 250, 250. John Prasad Bubble. 250, 500, fight track side. 500, fight track side. 750, super giant. 1000, fight track side. 1000 with fight track side. 1001. 1002. 1250. Next grade 1.5 with Mavericks. 1.5 with Mavericks. Mr. Bubble. 1.750 with Supergiant. With Supergiant 1.750. Thank you. 2000 for Mr. Bubble. For Mr. Bubble 2000. The player is with Mavericks. 2000. Let's look like the last bid 2000. The player is sold to Mavericks.
Super Mavericks.
Next player is Pupun. He is from Siha. Pupun Siha. Thank you, John Prasad. 250. John. Mr. Believers. Believers. Pupun Siha. 251. 252. Sold to Believers. The next player is Chandan. He is from Khanipada. Next player is Chandan. He is from Khanipada. 250. 250. 1. 2. Unsold 45. Next player is Babu. He is from Siam. Babu. For Babu, I got opening bid with Believers 250. 500. Straight back to Mavericks. For Babu, Siha. With Mavericks 500. Is that clear? Is that clear? 2000. Fifteen. 15 clear now. Okay, thank you. Mr. Babu for 2000. Congratulations, Mavericks. Kindly make discipline.
Okay.
Mr. Gopi. Mr. Gopi. 250 with Super Giant. 251. 252. Player is sold. Next player is Mahima. Mahima, I'm asking for 250. 250. 250. 250 Mahima. 250. Thank you, Super Giant. Last 5 minutes remaining. Kindly make discipline. 250 with Super Giant. Mahima. And the player is sold.
Super Giant.
Next player in our list, Mr. Pelu. Mr. Pelu. Mr. Pelu. Mr. Pelu. 250. Unsold. player in the list, Mr. Tubal, 250, 500, straight back to fighter side, straight back to fighter side with 500, 750, super giant, 1000, fighter side, 1.250 with super giant, 1.5 with fighter side, 1750 with super giant, 2000 with fighter side, 2000 with fighter side, and the player is sold. Just a second. The team who have do not contain 15 players, raise your hand. Someone 15 on the tournament? One player. दिटा तीनटा गोटे एत रिमेनिंग अछि दिटा पांच हमर तीनटा रिमेनिंग अछि Next unsung player, Mr. Sona, 500, 500, with super jam, 500, 750, 1000, 1250, 1.5, this is the last player, 1.750, 1.75, the player is sold, Mr. Sona, with fighter size, 1.750. Next player is Mr. Bunty. Thank you. 250 for Bunty. 500 with super jam. 500. For Bunty, 500 with super jam. The player is sold.
With super jam.
Mr. Rajiv, 250. Mr. Rajiv, 250. 250 for Mr. Rajiv. If this time this player is go unsold, he is not a part of EPL. Thank you. Super chance, 250. The player is now with super chance. Mr. Rajiv, 250 with super chance. Thank you. The remaining players are Mr. Felu, Mr. Pikul, Mr. Chandan, Mr. Chintu, Mr. Sukham, Mr. Kitun, Mr. Rafi. Mr. Kitun, 250, with super chance. The player is sold. Next player is Chandan, 250 with hydroxide for Mr. Chandan. Thank you. The someone is sold. 250 with fighter extra. Next player is Pikul. Thank you. 250 with believers. And the player is sold to believers. Next player is Chintu. Next player is Chintu. 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 You have to buy this player. Minimum 15 player. Chintu. Thank you. Fighter XI. Chintu is sold to Fighter XI. Sama-sama counter here. Sama counter here. Answer. Bapi, Subham and Felu. Choose a player. They have Felu. Felu is sold to Fighter XI. Bapi and Subham. Bapi is sold to believers. Bapi is sold to believers. Last player is Subham. I do not want the player is going on sold. Kindly buy a player with Subham. Subham, just make a place for him. Just make a place for him. Subham. Subham. Anyone wants? I do not want money. Thank you. Perfect start. Now the bidding is over. Kindly maintain the discipline. This is the last thing I want to say that in this auction we do not think about the player's materialistic value. That means if a player is sold 10,000, if another player is sold in 2,000, you have to give equal respect both the player. That is fair. I think. Okay. If you made our team, kindly maintain the discipline, and within 3 days you have to choose your jersey. Kindly listen to me. Within 3 days, you have to choose a jersey design and make a banner within 20th October. And make a banner with your 15 player within 20th October. This is all I want to need to talk. Okay, I think the EPL is start in 22 December. 22 December. EPL is going to start 22 December. Kindly send the message to the player in your team that they are available within 22 December and 13 December. In this period, you must maintain the team depth, that is 15 players. In case some players are missing, at least you have to maintain 13 players in your team. Okay. For some accidental case, we do not responsible for that. If a player is not available in the match time, we do not responsible for that. Is it okay? Is it okay? Thank you. Now the auction is closed. Thank you.